for Bob?
That's right. Oh, you're going to find out.
You're going to find out. Hey, let's take a look at some of the stories we'll be covering this morning. Actually, big news here. For the first time, authorities have released a description of the suspect in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. We'll have the latest on the search coming up.
And don't forget about your loved ones this Valentine's Day. We're live at the California Flower Mall. You want to make sure you get the right color, the right flowers, so we're going to have some tips for you just ahead.
Ooh, Dior. Also, lawmakers face a midnight deadline to fund the Department of Homeland Security or risk another partial government shutdown. We'll have more on that story. But first, let's get over to Maria for a check on this Valentine's Day weekend forecast.
So Bob left, and he's usually off to something no good, but he's actually going to do something that's really good. So we will wait for that.
He'll still be up to no good.
Usually up to no good, you're right. But today, something good. So that's coming. 70 degrees is what we're expecting tomorrow for Valentine's Day. So whatever you have planned, I think it'll be pretty nice in terms of the weather. Today as well, actually, on this Friday the 13th, we've got an offshore flow. You can see how clear the skies already are. So we've got plenty of sunshine out there. It's starting to warm up a little bit into the 50s. 52 in Ontario, 51 in Burbank. It's 53 in Santa Monica, Long Beach, and in Huntington Beach, 55 Santa Ana. It's still in the 20s in Big Bear, 28 degrees. It should get up to around 49 there with plenty of sunshine. 63 in the high desert, 78 in Palm Springs. We've got downtown LA's temperature going back up to above average in the 70s today. Valleys, Inland Empire, mid 70s to near 70 along our coast. We'll talk about the coming storms, though. We got to let you know about them coming up in just a few moments. But first, let's get back up to Stu in Sky Fox and get another look at our traffic conditions. The traffic down at the Flower Mart, maybe, Stu? I like this song.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Check this one out. Look at that. Oh, my God. That is huge, that thing. I wonder what that thing costs. And then you got some other folks out here. You got the balloons going on. This is all happening out at the out in the Flower District. Not exactly where Mario is, but if this is a spot that you're looking for, still a lot available. But don't try to get this one right there, because Pilot Chris said that he's going to buy that for his gal. Maya doesn't care what that thing costs. He's going down there after work, and he's buying that for her. Let's take a look at a little traffic before we pass it along. We're going to take a look at that 10 drive. Where is it? It's right there. That's going to be the 10 freeway through the downtown area. The freeway, that portion of the freeway that's closest to us, that's going to be the westbound lanes coming away from the East LA interchange, making their way over to the 110. Actually moving along pretty well out here. Those the eastbound lanes, not the westbound lanes, moving along even better. If this is your drive this morning, right now, you got it made. It was really super slow earlier on, but whatever was going on, it opened up, and the ride looks fantastic. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you, Stu. So we do begin with developing news in the search for Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, this is day 13. That's heartbreaking to say. Gigi joins us live in studio.
It sure is. Almost 2 weeks and no sign of Nancy Guthrie. And between the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department, that's where Tucson is, they have now received an estimated 18,000 tips on the disappearance of the 84-year-old. And let's go live to the Catalina foothills where Mrs. Guthrie lives and where she was reportedly last seen 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow all looks quiet, but sheriff deputies are there around the clock. We actually saw investigators there early this morning. It was actually still dark. They continue to scour the neighborhood looking for more surveillance camera footage, now dating back to January. This is the 84-year-old mother and grandmother is still missing. Not a sign or word from her. And behind it all, this is the man the FBI says is the suspect in her disappearance. And yes, the FBI has now confirmed they believe the suspect is a man. There had been some online speculation that it was a woman. The suspect standing, according to the FBI, approximately 5'9" to 5'10" tall with an average build. But the clue to his identity may come from this. His backpack. Investigators now say they know the brand of the backpack worn by the suspect. It's a black 25-liter Ozark Trail Hiker pack sold by Walmart. Sources saying FBI is now working closely with the retailer to identify the sale of this backpack starting in the immediate Tucson area. Now, Ozark Trail is Walmart's private label brand. It is sold exclusively at Walmart. It's sold both in stores and online. It retails for $10.88, but it can also be purchased on resale platforms. And the FBI has also increased the reward leading to information for the safe return of Mrs. Guthrie and or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. It now stands at $100,000. And take a close look at this image of the suspect. This was released by the FBI, and it's what you don't see in this picture that stands out. There's no backpack. There's no visible weapon or that appendix carry holster. The background is actually significantly darker than in the other images released by the FBI. You can see them here side by side. As it appears they could have been taken, obviously, at different times or possibly even different days. And while the FBI most likely has been given the exact timestamp from Google, who owns Nest and retrieved these images, that has not been released to the public, and the FBI is not saying if these images were taken on 2 different days or different times. It could possibly this suspect have been scouting, casing Mrs. Guthrie's home. And then there is a talk about the gloves. We saw the FBI retrieve 1 black glove, but the Pima County Sheriff, Chris Nanos, is now saying that there have been multiple gloves that have been found, and they're all being analyzed. And that's interesting because it plays into what one homicide detective said stood out to him, and that's that it appeared that in the video the suspect was wearing multiple layers of gloves.
Right.
Possibly neoprene gloves, which are also available very easily for sale online on Amazon.
Gil Carrillo said the same thing.
Yeah.
It looked like that person was wearing 2 gloves in case something happened to the first pair.
At least, yeah.
But also, we know that the FBI has been canvassing the neighborhood within a 2-mile radius. They're asking for anybody to, if they have any ring footage of any activity on that night. And as you mentioned, the January 11th.
January 11th is the date that stood out yesterday,
right.
But now local media in Tucson is reporting that the FBI is asking for video as far back as January the 1st.
That's interesting.
And so January 11th had been almost 3 weeks before Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. There's been talk about a suspicious vehicle, possibly a truck. A lot of neighbors have told the local media on the ground there that they've been asked by agents about a truck. Do you own a truck? Did you see a truck? So that's possibly a suspect vehicle. That would be a huge break in this case if they could identify the suspect's vehicle.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Chichi.
More news. Thank you. Okay, so meantime, this headline, the Senate has until midnight to strike a deal to keep the Department of Homeland Security funded to avoid another partial government shutdown. Republicans want a short-term funding extension, but Democrats are demanding changes to immigration enforcement, including a ban on face masks for ICE agents and a new code of conduct.
ICE has plenty of money, and that vote to shut DHS down will have no functional impact on ICE.
The normalization of shutdowns is a stupid and very costly process in terms of morale of our federal employees who see themselves as pawns.
FEMA has millions of dollars on hand to continue responding to emergencies during the partial shutdown. TSA agents are not expected to miss a paycheck until mid-March.
Former CNN host turned independent journalist Don Lemon is set to be arraigned in federal court in Minnesota today. He was arrested for his alleged role in disrupting a service at a church where an ICE official was a pastor. Arraignments in federal court typically include the entering of pleas and scheduling of future proceedings. It remains to be seen whether Lemon will appear in person or whether his legal team will just handle the hearing. 4 other defendants who are indicted are expected in court today as well. I believe there are 9 defendants in total, so we'll see those other arraignments next week.
That's right. Okay, turning now to this. You know, there's a reason people buy flowers for their Valentine.
Mario Ramirez is live at the downtown LA Flower Market with how to talk flowers.
Exactly. If you haven't heard about floriology, well, we're going to break down what these different colors and different flowers mean. So, of course, you've got the traditional red roses here. A lot of people are going to be getting these bouquets for Valentine's Day. These symbolize passion, love, and sunflowers, of course, a little more friendly. But let's show you the beautiful arrangements they have here, because we're talking about sunflowers as well as white lilies representing purity, orchids, exotic love, and beauty. beauty. And according to some estimates, Valentine's spending in the U.S. is expected to reach a record-breaking $29 billion, with the average consumer spending nearly $200 more than any prior year. So I want to bring in Azucena. She is with the California Flower Mall, I should say. So you've got, these are white lilies?
White lilies, yes, white lilies.
So this is supposed to be one of the busiest times for you all.
It is. It's like the Super Bowl for florists, which is fantastic. I mean, it's so great because, you know, you could come here to California Flower Mall. You're buying from local businesses, family-owned businesses, a lot of women-owned businesses, and we have several different flowers. You buy them in bunches, bouquets. What's great is you can also DIY. So you can, you know, you can go to the different vendors. Each one has different pricing. So you could say, I want, you know, red roses, pink roses, lilies, hydrangeas. We have it all here, and you can make your own bouquets, and, you know, for your grandmother, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, everyone.
So as people are coming in, things are really picking up. Any other tips for people who are trying to save money?
Yes, what we recommend people do is usually buy them in bunches and then make your own arrangements at home. You can make small arrangements, large arrangements. So you can see a lot of the shoppers here, that's what they do. They'll come here with their carts, and they'll load up their carts with a variety of different flowers and just make their own.
Very good. So it's important to remember, regardless of if you feel like your significant other doesn't want anything for Valentine's Day, doesn't matter. Get it done. Get those flowers. For now, Live Downtown will send it back to you.
That's right. Even if they say they want nothing, you still got to go flowers, right?
They have
Good advice,
Exactly.
Mario.
the longest stem roses I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Right there, yes. Like, I was like, and I got some and then took them home and didn't have anything to put them in, so I had to drop them off anyway. But it was an amazing moment.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So still ahead, mortgage relief for homeowners who were impacted by last year's wildfires. We're going to tell you how to find out if you're eligible.
Plus, a wild pursuit through the LA River. We're going to show you how it finally ended.
Months to go until we host the FIFA World Cup, but there's so much action on the pitch before that with the LAFC season kicking off in a big way. We have the brand new home kits for this season, and we'll be speaking with co-president and general manager John Thorrington in just a moment.
Yeah!
Holding mine up for safekeeping.
Woo!
They look good.
Gold.
That's right.
I like it.
I do too.
See me in the streets.
Does the company want them back?
I hope not.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of our top stories this morning. Congressman Robert Garcia will be in Long Beach today to share an update on the Epstein investigation and deliver millions in federal funding to Cal State Long Beach. Garcia is set to speak at the library at 12:30.
Homeowners impacted by events because of last year's wildfires can now receive up to $100,000 in mortgage assistance for a full year. The previous cap was only 3 months. The program also broadens income eligibility, helping more families rebuild. If you'd like to apply, we have the link posted on our website, foxla.com.
In Paramount, a search for a grand theft auto suspect went off-road. The suspect drove into the LA riverbed where his hood popped up.
Oh.
Yeah, a sheriff's official says the chase came to an end when the driver spun out near the 710 freeway in Rosemead Boulevard. They tell us the suspect tried to run and hide in some bushes, but he was quickly arrested. No injuries were reported.
Only in LA.
Oh, that was a wild one.
Yeah, right?
And Florida, too.
And Florida, you're right.
You can't count Florida.
There can be only 2 places.
Okay, so today's Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So if you don't like any of those two, how about President's Day?
Yeah.
How about that? That's on Monday. I know this is a long holiday weekend, so a lot of kids, or I think all kids are off. It's a federal holiday. 59 degrees on Monday with the rain. That's the change. That's going to be the beginning of some very wet weather, cold, very unstable weather as we get into next week. But today we've got an area of high pressure that's in control. So that means an offshore flow, it's that clockwise flow of air around that area of high pressure, giving us that northeasterly wind, not too gusty, but enough to keep the clouds away, and it will warm us up to above average in the 70s. Now, the storms will start late Sunday and then continue into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with really high impacts with this cold system coming in from the Gulf of Alaska. That is going to spread rain, not just here, but across the west. A lot of snow up in the Sierra Nevada, and it will bring snow for us as well for our local resorts, which is great news for our communities up in the mountains. But looking at the rain, a lot, 1 to 3 inches for the coast and valleys, 2 to 5 inches possible for the mountains and foothills, and we are anticipating some flooding, a lot of damage. So be alert, please, for the wet weather coming and potentially some damaging weather conditions next week. In the meantime, today will be nice, 73 degrees with the sunshine for downtown LA. Here's your day planner for Riverside. We're getting up into the low 70s later today, but look at all of that. Clear skies. 49 degrees at this hour in Thousand Oaks, getting to those low 70s later today. And as we take a look at Big Bear, where there will be snow by next week. None today. They're making snow, though, by looking at temperatures in the upper 40s. All right, don't go anywhere, because after this quick break, we'll be right back.
Welcome back. All right, everyone's gearing up for the World Cup to take place here in just a few months, but there's so much action on the pitch taking place before that. The MLS season is kicking off with LAFC hosting a historic opening match at the LA Coliseum against Inter Miami next week. And joining me now to talk about what we can expect is LAFC co-president and general manager John Thorrington. Welcome.
Thank you, Sandra. Pleasure to be here.
This is so exciting because you're kicking off the season in a historic fashion. And what a year to kick it off, right? With the World Cup coming here, the U.S. hosting, and it is going to just be a year full of soccer here in Los Angeles. So tell us about the first game, first of all, with Inter Miami at the LA Coliseum.
Yeah, well, certainly, as you recognize, it's a great time to be a football fan here in Los Angeles, a fan of LAFC, and for the first time ever, we'll be playing in the historic Coliseum. Huge game. We're expecting upwards of 70,000 people to turn up. Our supporters will be there in full force as our Stars take on the Stars of Miami.
I can't wait. And speaking of the Stars, they're going to be in high fashion here. Look at this. You revealed the new home season kit. Look at this, black and gold represented all the way. So it's really fun for fans to see the new kits every year. And thank you for these personalized ones for our team. Tell us all about the background, because every year a kit is designed and there's meaning behind this.
Certainly. Well, you certainly deserve this as one of our big supporters. Yeah, so what I love about this jersey in particular is that it is unmistakably LAFC and it's unmistakably Los Angeles. So anybody who's been to our stadium will recognize that this design is inspired by the wall in our grand lobby, which pays homage to the Art Deco history of Los Angeles. But what it also celebrates that I'm very proud of is how quickly LAFC has these iconic and distinguishable elements of our own culture. And it's not a culture that's been borrowed. It's a culture that's rooted in the city. And I think that's a really powerful statement about what the club has done in our short history.
Yeah, the club's certainly making a statement. Last year going to the conference semifinals. Always exciting to watch an LAFC match. What are we expecting on the pitch this year from the team?
Much of the same in terms of our expectations every year is to compete for every trophy and every competition we are in. And this year is a little bit different in that we return much more. We have much more continuity in the group than we've had in the past. But on top of that, we've added some fresh faces. We have a transition with a new head coach and some new staff. And I think the continuity we have, we had a team last year that was capable of winning trophies. And so that continuity gives us belief, and the freshness with the new staff, new players, I think gives us an edge. So when you have that belief and you have that edge, certainly we're very excited about the potential of this group.
I know there's a lot of talk around the Stars. We're looking at right here, Denny Bouanga being one of them, doing that famous front flip every time he scores. And the duo of Denny and Sonny, obviously, are unmistakable. The power that you see right there. Tell us about the future, though, of Denny. He's not going anywhere, right? Hopefully.
Yeah. He'll be there opening weekend, which I know our supporters are very excited about. And look, this is part of having these incredible players, is there's global interest in not just Denis, but in plenty of our players. But we are really excited about the group that we have, some of the new additions that we'll also see at the beginning of the season. We start with a Champions League match on Tuesday in Honduras before we come home. And we're just so excited to display the new kit in front of 70,000 of our supporters next Saturday.
And the home opener at the LA Coliseum, that's historic because it is a historic venue. Of course, there's going to be a lot of action going on in 2028 with the Olympics, and it's going to be a fan zone for FIFA happening. So all of the buildup surrounding the World Cup and FIFA coming here to the United States, to LA. Tell us about what that means for the season and how excited you are to bring soccer onto the world stage.
So, Sandra, one of my earliest memories was attending the Olympics here in Los Angeles. My dad dragged me to the last row of the Coliseum to watch some track and field. And then also the memory I have of the World Cup coming was the first time I was exposed to real football. So it's just such an exciting time for Los Angeles, and now to be a part of a club that is going to be, growing this momentum, and a part of it is certainly so exciting. So it means a lot to me personally, being from Los Angeles, and to us as a club to play a part in this exciting time of sports in Los Angeles. We certainly have a lot to look forward to.
There's going to be a lot of excitement. Thank you so much for your time, and we can't wait to see all the energy and the action from LAFC. So for tickets and information on the entire season for the team, including tickets for that historic first match and for the merch, of course, go to LAFC.com, and we'll be right back. These are beautiful. Gotta get your tickets.
I was a little alarmed.
It's time for something.
I don't normally sit in at the
That's
8:30, and so I'm out in the field, and I have to keep set alarms to tell myself to do things. Like shoot this, go do this.
Are you the kind of person who has an alarm, literally multiple alarms that you set every day?
There are like 10 different alarms that are telling me to complete a task.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I know.
Very organized.
Yeah. Otherwise, you know.
I hear you.
Look at us. Look at us in our Valentine.
You're so festive.
Okay, now here's my question.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have plans today for Valentine's Day?
Oh.
I'm hanging with my homegirl today.
So
but
yes, you
wasn't for that purpose.
Okay. Dual purpose.
Accidental Valentine.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing? You said yes for tomorrow.
I'm doing Valentine's Day today.
You are, okay.
Yeah, so the man, the boyfriend, has got something planned.
Do you know what the plans are?
Dinner for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know where?
Cute little bistro.
Yeah, nice.
Not
Love
too
that.
far. It's just because tomorrow is going to be all about the other Valentine that I have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And today is Flower Friday, so you might get double.
That's right, double. My main man tomorrow. Just basketball.
Basketball.
All
Basketball diaries.
The
Love and Basketball. Great
True.
movie, by the way.
That is a movie. So for us, it'll be tonight. The good news is, if you are celebrating Galentine's tonight, if you are doing it tomorrow, then it's going to be great weather. That's the good news. Lucky Friday the 13th today. And then the storms start for President's Day. Yes, on Monday, that's when we see Storm 1. This is going to bring us rain, wind, mountain, snow. There's a slight chance for some thunderstorms even, so it will be a very active early part of the week next week. So if you live in and around those recently burned hillsides, if you live in an area where it floods very easily, flood-prone areas will be impacted significantly as we get to next week. Now, we have had 3 days in a row of below average highs. So today, because of that area of high pressure, it's going to give us another round of above average high temperatures today and tomorrow. We had 3/4 of an inch already so far this month. We're going to add to it as we get into next week. You can be sure we're expecting quite a bit of rain. 73 degrees for today for downtown LA. That's above the average of 68, and our sun will set at 5:35 later this afternoon. All right, let's check in on traffic. Samada's back in studio with a look at our freeways. Hey, Samada, are you doing Valentine's Day with your boys?
Some type of dinner tonight with my boys. Good morning, everybody. On this Friday 13th, we do have a little bit of an issue out there. Typically should be Friday light, but two vehicles collided here, westbound 105 at Long Beach Boulevard. It is taking away the fast lane, and it has you slow and go. A flatbed tow truck is on the way, so hopefully that will clear soon. Here's a look at our real-time traffic. Not bad at all. Leaving downtown to get to the west side, just give yourself a little bit over half an hour. And the roadways, again, dry today, but not so much going into your Monday. So prepare for that. Here's a look at our Caltrans camera, both directions. Hey, through Costa Mesa, looking pretty good along that 405 at MacArthur. Send back over to you.
All right, Samana, thank you. New this morning, a second U.S. aircraft carrier is being sent to the Middle East as tensions in Iran rise.
Yeah, the U.S. is sending the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford. Gulf Arab nationals have warned any attack could spiral into another regional conflict in the Mideast, but President Trump has suggested more military action could be on the way if Iran continues its violent assault on anti-regime protesters. More than 7,000 people have been killed in Iran's bloody crackdown on nationwide protest. A second round of talks has stalled as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu increases pressure to intensify President Trump's demands on Tehran. The new development now puts 2 aircraft carriers and accompanying warships in the region.
A Ukrainian skeleton racer has been disqualified from this year's Winter Olympic Games because of his helmet. Vladislav Hiraskevich was barred from racing yesterday, so he refused a last-minute plea from the International Olympic Committee to not wear his helmet, which features images that honor more than 20 athletes and coaches who've been killed since Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. The IOC says the helmet violates its rule against making statements on the playing field and said the racer could instead wear a black armband or display the helmet off the ice. While the Olympian filed an appeal against the IOC's decision, he missed the first 2 runs yesterday. The skeleton racer says he stands by his decision and believes he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I feel the same as the last 4 days. I believe I didn't violate any rules, so therefore I shouldn't be suspended, and I should be today part of the Olympic Games, part of the competition, but not part of the hearing. And yeah, so we continue to fight for our truth.
And just into the newsroom, the Associated Press is reporting that the Court of Arbitration for Sport has just denied the Olympians' appeal. About a dozen Russian athletes and 7 Belarusians are competing at this year's Winter Games, although they cannot compete under their national flag or anthem.
Okay, let's take a look at the medal count so far out of the Milano Cortina Olympics in Italy. The host nation is tied in first place with Norway with 18 medals each. The U.S. is in third place at 14 medals, and rounding out the top 5 is Austria, France, and Japan. A breakdown of Team USA's 14 medals: 4 gold, 7 silver, and 3 bronze.
All right, it is basketball's biggest weekend, and tons of events are taking over L.A.
That's right. Coco McAvoy is live in downtown L.A. with a preview of this weekend's NBA crossover event. Hey there.
Hey there, NBA All-Star Weekend is here. There's so much to see and so much to do all across Los Angeles, including downtown LA, here at the LA Convention Center. I am here with David Now, the head of youth basketball development. And David, if you can talk about what is happening here in this space.
We are here at the Convention Center, Coco. We have about 1,000 kids from LA Unified School District coming in today for a set of clinics. They're going to get a chance to get on the court and actually be part of All-Star Weekend. One of the things that's really important for us as the NBA is when we come to a community for a big event like All-Star, give kids an opportunity to connect with the event, to connect with our league, and be a part of it.
Yes, and you were telling me that legends are going to be part of this too, right?
We're going to have some of the great players in the history of our game from the NBA and WNBA, as well as some current All-Stars dropping by.
And the great thing is you have programming that goes throughout the year too.
Yeah, the Junior NBA, Junior WNBA program, our mission is get as many kids involved in the sport and make sure they have a great experience playing. And something that I know you and I both feel passionate about, Coco, is all the values that you get from playing sports, the leadership, the teamwork, the discipline. So that's a core part of our program.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've enjoyed talking to you, and we were both talking about how much the kids get out of this, because what does it mean to you and you think the coaches when they have all these kids here?
It's an inspiring environment. Like, All-Star is a big deal. We know we come to the community and we really want to make a big splash and then give kids an opportunity to connect with it in some way and to see some of the greats in the game.
Thank you so much, David. Great speaking with you. This is a great portion of what's happening here for the NBA All-Star Weekend. There's also NBA crossover happening at the LA Convention Center. We're talking about entertainment, music, all sorts of merch as well. That opens up at 2 o'clock this afternoon today. And then Saturday from 10 to 9, Sunday 10 to 5, $25 for kids, $50 for adults. I'll send it back to you.
Love it.
It's so fun.
We love the merch too.
Coco, don't be shy. Go ahead. There's a ball behind you. Go ahead and grab that ball. Let's see what you got, girl.
Coco's like, none of my watch.
Okay, I was telling David, not a basketball player. I'm a volleyball player. I mean, if, you know, volleyball, maybe. They want me to shoot
There's still
them.
nets. Wow. There's still nets involved.
I'm one-handed. I don't
We'll
know if
allow you to spike it. If you,
I can dribble.
if you want.
All right, there we go. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Coco. Do it. Okay, Coco Macaball, let's go.
I love this so much. I didn't, Coco, you know, I would have pretended like I couldn't hear y'all. I'm sorry.
No, you're cutting out. You're cutting out. Coco, you're always down to play. We love it. Love it.
Coco,
yeah, I mean, I'm
look bad
trying,
on the
you know?
field team.
That is hilarious.
That's it. She just lifted her leg like nothing. Doop, 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 doop. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Galentine's.
Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino.
Yep.
And happy Galentine's Day to you and Friday the 13th watching at home. So last hour we asked you, one must go. This is the Valentine's Day edition. Is it going to be the candy, the flowers, the jewelry, or the fancy dinner? And so far, you're letting go of the candy. You're saying it's okay.
They're on those GLP-1s. They're
yeah,
like,
right?
you know what?
You know what? You're letting go of the candy. Well, you know what we're not letting go of? The Furry Friday. You know what day it is.
That's right.
TGIFF. Thank goodness it's Furry Friday. Good day, LA DJ. Can you drop the music? Here we go. Oh, look at this Valentine's photo shoot. We've got Blue and Maverick. Right?
Wow.
In Hawthorne. This is a Valentine's Day photo shoot that Mom and Dad got on lock. Good job, human parents, for your fur babies. Next up, we've got Finn and Whittier. Who's a birthday boy, my little blue Valentine. Happy 6th birthday, Finn. Next, we've got Oscar and Beanie. I love weenie dogs.
Beanie the weenie.
And Beanie the weenies in Fontana. You guys are so cute. I have a dachshund mix. And next, we've got Phoebe and Hercules. Notice the theme is pairs.
Yeah, that's
I love that,
Yeah, because, you know, because of the weekend. Phoebe and Hercules, Baldwin Park. They're the dog-namic duo. Next, we've got more pairs.
Stop.
Poppy and Bruno, because everybody... Yeah, every bunny wants to be loved, Jen. Every bunny wants to be loved. And finally, you know who's looking for their forever home? Today's adoptable. Meet Evie, a 7-month-old pit bull terrier mix. This sweet girl is guaranteed to greet you with love, a happy tail wag, and lots of joy. Evie is a social butterfly who thrives on human interaction, especially loves meeting new people. If you're looking for an active social companion, come meet Evie at the Devore Animal Shelter this weekend.
Those white teeth.
Yeah, you can, right? Call 909-386-9820 or go to this website right on your screen to get Evie her forever home. And send me your fur babies to furryfriday@fox.com. Don't forget to include a pic and the city you live in so I can give you a proper shout out.
Can you imagine if she's in Furry Friday on this day next year because her parents are like, we got, like, let's hope for that.
Put it out.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's manifest that for Evie. Hey, you guys thought I was done with the love?
No, we didn't.
Keep it going. Let's keep it going.
No, I wasn't. All week long, we've been sharing your SoCal sweethearts. I'm learning how romantic our viewers are, and I love that. And today we're highlighting Kimberly and Anthony. Look at that. I love it. Kimberly wrote to me and shared that she met her husband, Anthony, online 22 years ago.
Ow, 22 years ago, and they met online?
So what is that, like Match.com?
They were on Black Planet.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta ask her.
All right, well, I hope she's watching. They dated for 6 years before he proposed, and they're coming up on their 16th wedding anniversary. Kimberly says that they are each other's forever Valentine's Day. Please write to us. Let us know where you met online.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Facebook.
Hot couple.
Never know.
How many years ago?
It was 22 years ago.
Okay.
Brooke, what's your prediction? You said?
I think it was Black Planet. That's like the first social media site.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it like there's Match.com, Christian Mingle was another one. Like they had, eHarmony.
Yeah.
eHarmony. What was the one that had like the 70-something questions? Was that eHarmony?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
I had
eHarmony.
My first entrance into these, it was like Raya and Hinge.
Yeah.
Raya and
I missed the first one.
Do you like Raya and Hinge? Did you like him?
I at one point was like, oh, I met my guy on Hinge, and then.
And then it became unhinged, and you know.
Who got unhinged? That's the he's unhinged. Okay.
I don't remember.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a hint.
Mariah Carey. I don't know.
If you happen to have a stinky ex,
excuse us,
or not so special someone, well, hey, the Maryland Zoo has an interesting way to help you remember them. It's called Dollars for Dumb.
I love this.
I love it. All you got to do is donate $5, and the zoo.
A pile of poo at the zoo?
They have a pile of poo after your ex. The money is then used to fund the zoo's conservation efforts. See, it's toward a good cause.
I have an ex I could do that for.
Oh, yeah, I have many exes I could do that for.
Again, I wish I remembered their names.
Yeah. I could name names, Mike. It's always Mike, isn't it? Both in Maryland, I have many Mikes that I dated, so it could be anyone.
I have a bad ex named Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, zoo officials say the response has been strong since last year. You got a mic in the closet? All right, coming up, is the economy built for women or maybe against them?
Our next guest is here to explain why working moms are leaving their jobs at record numbers and how Swiftomics could flip the script for women in 2026.
Good Day LA Traffic is sponsored by law offices of Jacob and Ronnie and call jacob.com. We do have this issue. We're going to bring your attention to the Garden Grove area. This is going to be the westbound side of 22 at Harbor Boulevard. Two vehicles collided here, taking away the slow lane, and you are a little slow as you approach that 5 and the 57. Here's a look at a real-time traffic. Just a little over half an hour, leaving downtown to get to the west side. And overall, here's a nice Caltrans camera look, both directions of the 10 at San Pedro Street through downtown. Looking very typical, a little slow there. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
I looked up and just ran.
Maybe we need to seek somebody who does have the expertise to be able to guide us through the process.
If you're getting to an accident,
you're in good hands by dealing with Jacob and Ron.
Call Jacob.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. What a beautiful view right now, looking out towards downtown LA here from the west side, and it looks good. Lots of sunshine. This is all part of the offshore flow that's with us right now. There's still an area of low pressure nearby, but not affecting our weather. In fact, high pressure is the one that's in control. This is going to bring us sunshine today, tomorrow, and then the next storm will move in, which is brewing right now in the Gulf of Alaska. This cold system is going to bring us some high impacts beginning Monday into the better part of next week with rain, wind, snow, and potentially some flooding and mud and debris flows. Look at the totals. 3 inches possible for the coast and valleys, 3 to 5 inches for the mountains and foothills. And in terms of snow, we're going to get some snow here locally from Fraser Park out towards Wrightwood, Big Bear Lake, and the San Bernardino Mountains. We're talking about the potential for 1, maybe even 2 feet of snow after this is said and done by the end of next week. In the meantime, we're going to enjoy today. Today and tomorrow, Valentine's Day looking good. 65 along our coastline with plenty of sunshine. Downtown LA, 73 today for Friday the 13th. Tomorrow, beautiful. Temperatures will really take a dive, though, in the 50s next week as we watch the first of a series of storms to bring us some really cold air. 75 in the valleys and the Inland Empire. Slight chance for some thunderstorms next week. Snow definitely up into the mountains with that snow level staying high at first, above 6,000 feet on Monday, and then dropping to near 4,000 by Tuesday and Wednesday. High desert, 63 degrees today. Valentine's Day, beautiful in the low desert as well. 78 today to that 80 degrees. Very nice and warm for Valentine's Day. Back to you.
Thanks, Maria. Our next guest says if you want to understand what's happening to working women right now, you might need to start with Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so Dr. Misty Hageness is here to talk all about her new book, Swiftomics, How Women Mastermind and Redefine Our Economy, and how a great mom exodus could shift the economy in 2026. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about it. So why are so many moms, I mean, I could take a wild guess, but why are so many moms leaving the workforce?
Yeah, so there's lots of reasons. You know, you think about the less flexibility that employers have provided lately in the past year. You think about a lot of the decrease in federal jobs and other jobs that generally allow more flexibility that women tend to pick up. Lots of reasons like that. And then also just think about childcare, the cost of childcare, whether it's available and accessible.
And then you're wondering, like, I'm working just so I can pay. It's a weird paradox, right? You're like, I'm working so I can pay for the cost of somebody else taking care of my child while I'm at work. So why am I doing this, right?
Yeah, and so I will say that is a very natural kind of gut reaction to the situation. I'm an economist by training, and so what I feel obligated to tell all the moms out there is that it actually is worth it, even if it's doing that, because if you stop working and take care of your child at home in the short run, while it might you know, you feel like it's less of a rat race, it's going to reduce your future earnings and put you on a totally different earnings trajectory for your lifetime. And so even though it does feel crazy, it's still economically worth it for you.
You know, my question is, what happens to the economy if we have, you know, less moms, working moms, you know, in the workplace? Because I think people, they just like don't realize the power, what women have done for our economy.
Yeah. So, I mean, women are half the population. And, you know, from an economic perspective, if we really want to advance our society and advance well-being and economic growth, we want to focus on really aligning people's talent and desire for the type of work they want to do with the type of jobs that are available. And when we pull half of the adult population out of the workforce, whether it's you know, to take for childcare or just to take care of other issues related to family, we're really reducing GDP, gross domestic product. We're reducing economic growth of the economy, and so it's really important for us to figure out how to balance both raising families and being a productive society.
But it's not just up to, you know, the women and the mothers. It's up to the companies. I mean, you said that there's a lot of barriers here. So do better, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of barriers that don't need to be there. You know, I think in 2025, we saw a huge pullback from workforce flexibility.
How so?
Return to office. So large companies and the federal government all really hyper-focused on return to office. During the pandemic, there was a ton of flexibility. Lots of people moved away geographically from where their employer was because of that flexibility. And so you had a lot of people kind of restrict and leave the labor market because they couldn't envision a situation where they would go back into the office and be able to manage it all and make it all happen. And it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, I think employers should be held accountable for providing situations where their employees can be productive, whether that is in the office, whether it's telework or remote work. Young adults who don't have any kids or family, they generally thrive better in the office. And so having space for them. But, if you're like me, I'm a mom of 2 teenagers, and for a long time, they did not have transportation to school, and I was having to bring them back and forth to school. I'm a hyper-productive person, but, for an hour in the afternoon, I needed to be off picking my kids up from school. And if my employer can't accommodate me for that and, let me work 1 hour after dinner or whatever it is, they're losing out on my talent and my skill set. And so it really is the employers who figure out today how to be flexible and how to match and align their needs with the needs of their employees are going to be the ones that thrive and survive in this economy.
Okay, can you break down Swiftomics?
Yeah. Where does Taylor Swift come into play?
Yeah, so Swiftomics is all about, this is basically a book about women in the economy. The full title is Swiftomics, How Women Mastermind and Redefine Our Economy. Taylor Swift is the muse. I really, after the pandemic, wanted to write a book about the real lives of modern women. And the data was showing me something that was very different from what I was hearing, the stories that we kind of generally tend to tell ourselves when we don't look at data, stereotypical stories about women and how we work. And so I wanted to do this book, and I really realized that, sorry, I lost my train of thought with that. Just that Taylor Swift, I was watching her career unfold, and she really has just masterminded a career so successfully in an industry that historically hasn't been very friendly to women. And she is her own boss. If you watch the docuseries, it's a masterclass in female leadership. And so she's the muse of the book, and I just pull in stories from her career to give examples for the rest of us of thinking about how we can thrive if our boss doesn't believe in us, how we can make it work if we have multiple hurdles around us, or if something goes wrong. And there's 3 themes about that really stick out for me. One is really being authentic with yourself and true to yourself. The second one is reinventing. So, when something goes wrong and you've got to switch to another space, that's not a failure, that's a success, and it's just a part of being life. And the third is masterminding. So if there's a short-term barrier, you're masterminding the long-term strategy to get to where you want to go.
Yeah, the long game. I like it.
That.
All right, Dr. Misty Hageness, thank you. Her book, Swiftomics, How Women Mastermind and Redefine Our Economy, is out now. We'll be right back. Thank
so
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, too. Thank you so much.
Taylor Swift is her own economy at this point.
Yeah.
And welcome to Good Day LA at 9. I'm Jen Lammers in this morning for Roxia.
I'm Sandra Enda. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. Let's take a look at today's headlines.
We're approaching 2 weeks now since Nancy Guthrie disappeared from her Arizona home, and authorities are releasing a description now of the suspect. We have a live report out of Tucson.
Plus, as we approach Valentine's Day, immigration enforcement concerns may be slowing businesses down. How things are looking this morning at the Flower Mall in downtown LA.
And I'm Amanda Salas, and it's Valentine's Day, and I went to the theaters to see the perfect movie to see with your ladies tonight if you want. Wuthering Heights. I have been wuthered. I've got some thoughts on this heartbreaking love story. You know, go for Jacob Elordi, stay for the popcorn and tissues at the end.
Oh boy. Okay,
Maria?
So from wuthering to weathering.
Oh,
wow.
If you don't post that today, you better.
I think I took that from you last week.
Yeah, you did, but it's okay.
But that's okay. Hey, still worked. It still worked. Good morning to you on this Friday, the 13th. We have luck, actually. The weather department, look at how clear it is. We've got some sunshine, whatever you have planned with your gals, your pals, maybe your man, your woman today, because you don't want to go out tomorrow. Temperatures are going to warm up nicely today in the 70s. Right now, it's still in the 50s in a lot of spots like Pasadena, 55 degrees, 59 in downtown LA. Should get up to around 63 in the high desert, 78 in Palm Springs. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, actually, out in the low desert if you are headed out to Palm Desert, Palm Springs, with highs above average. 67 along our coastline, 73 for downtown LA, which is above the normal 68 degrees. We do have big storms, though, headed our way next week. I'll go over those details in just a few moments. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Maria. So even though Valentine's Day is tomorrow, the downtown LA flower market is nowhere near as busy as it normally would be.
That's right. Vendors say recent ICE raids have many customers feeling a little concerned. So let's go out to Mario Ramirez now, who's been there all morning long. Hi there, Mario.
Hi, Sandra, Jen, that's right. And we're definitely seeing things pick up, but a lot of these vendors admit that traffic has been down for the last couple of months, and they're blaming the recent ICE raids. Now, take a look. Again, it is picking up here, the California Flower Mall. They opened at 4:30 this morning, and they won't close until 8 o'clock tomorrow. So take a look. The Flower District here in the downtown area, the largest wholesale flower market in the country, spanning 6 blocks. But vendors say they're seeing fewer customers, and again, they're blaming the immigration raids as recent as last month in the downtown area, with street vendors being detained. Well, vendors and customers we're hearing from this morning say social media posts of ICE enforcement in the area keeping shoppers away. Take a listen.
Everything down because everybody is scared to come out, almost for the ICE. Because everybody stay home, you don't want to come out. Every year I saw here, so big line here. Right now, empty. Because everybody's scared.
Because of the immigration rate.
Yeah, for the immigration, exactly.
Yeah, this should be one of the busiest weeks for the historic flower district, but we're hearing from vendors, they say foot traffic just isn't there. Back out here live, it's still important for these local shops to be supported, and we are seeing some support this morning. Boris, a local Rams fan, who are we shopping for this morning?
Oh, special lady. Oh, special lady. Thank you.
Very good. How much did this cost you, this arrangement here?
Well, I made it myself, so it wasn't expensive, but it's probably like 40, 50. I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, no, it's because I've been going little by little. Yeah.
What about plans for tomorrow?
Probably we're going to go eat and have a special night. See, romantic night.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Romantic night.
Yes,
you don't want to get any more details?
No. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we heard from another guy who said he's going to be buying flowers for his lady, and then they're going to Disneyland. So lots of people celebrating Valentine's Day for now. Live downtown, I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
Celebrate. All right. Thank you, Mario. So happening today, Congressman Robert Garcia will be in Long Beach to talk about 2 things, the Epstein files and millions coming to Long Beach. Garcia will address his recent visit to the DOJ, where he reviewed unredacted files tied to the Epstein investigation. He's also presenting over $2 million of federal funding to the university. This will go toward the construction of a new learning center, including special archives preserving the city's history.
A top lawyer for Goldman Sachs resigns after emails revealed a close relationship to Epstein through his 2019 arrest. Kathy Rumler is the company's chief legal officer, and emails released in the Justice Department's latest file drop show her describing Epstein as an older brother and downplaying his criminal activity. Rumler, who also served as White House counsel to former President Barack Obama, has criticized Epstein in more recent statements.
New this morning, the head of the National Transportation Safety Board says the FAA still needs to implement safety changes in the wake of the deadly midair crash over the Potomac River. This all happened last year in Washington, D.C., killing 67 people when an Army Black Hawk helicopter collided with an American Airlines flight. Yesterday, NTSB Chairwoman Jennifer Homendy walked senators through the final report on the crash. She says the FAA still needs to implement dozens of safety recommendations.
With ADSB in, the helicopter pilots would have gotten an audible alert if it was in their headset at 48 seconds prior to collision when they were over Haines Point, allowing them to take action. They never got a single alert.
ADSB is the standard surveillance system used for a majority of the world's aviation industry. An initial report indicates the Black Hawk helicopter was not broadcasting that crucial data to avoid a collision. The agency's final report on the crash calls for 50 safety changes. Senators also want the House to pass the Rotor Act, which would require all aircraft to both broadcast and receive location signals. It's already passed in the Senate.
On to this now as the search for Nancy Guthrie continues. The FBI is releasing a description of the suspect.
Based on that surveillance video, or the Nest camera footage, rather, it comes as the Pima County Sheriff pushes back on reports that his department is blocking evidence from the FBI. We have Fox News senior multimedia reporter Caroline Elliott joining us live from Tucson with the very latest on the investigation. Good morning, Caroline.
Good morning, Sandra and Jen. We know it's almost been 2 weeks since Nancy Guthrie went missing here in Tucson. But as far as we know, investigators still do not have a suspect or a person of interest in this case. As the search for Nancy Guthrie enters day 12, investigators hope a new description of the suspect could lead to new tips in this case.
You can imagine local law enforcement had an idea of, hey, we know certain people just got released from prison. We know that certain people are good for residential burglaries. They can go now against that list.
As the investigation continues, FBI sources say behind the scenes, local and federal investigators are struggling to work together. Sources say the Pima County Sheriff's Department is blocking the agency from accessing certain evidence, including a glove found inside Nancy Guthrie's home and potential DNA. Experts say that evidence should have gone to the FBI's crime lab in Quantico.
It should have gone to the FBI lab. They are the premier place to do this.
Instead, sources say the Pima County Sheriff sent the evidence to a private lab in Florida. The sheriff now defending this decision, telling local TV station KVOA the FBI agreed with the sheriff's handling of evidence. FBI Phoenix also shared new images of the backpack worn by the suspect in the surveillance video. Investigators say it was a gray Ozark Trail hiker backpack.
What the FBI can do and what law enforcement can do is go to the manufacturer and determine where all those backpacks are sold in the area and pull the transaction data from the point of sale.
And the FBI has doubled the reward to $100,000 for any information leading to a suspect or the location of Nancy Guthrie. Sandra, Jen.
There's so much information coming out, and, you know, investigators have all of these tips coming in as well. It's just time is not on their side because they have to really go down the rabbit hole here to figure out what's fact and fiction.
Yeah, we mentioned that this is now day 13 of this search. So again, time is of the essence here. We know we're dealing with an 84-year-old woman who is on daily medication she needs, as well as a pacemaker again. So time really of the essence here. But as you mentioned, investigators are now going through thousands of tips trying to solve this case. But that's going to take some time.
It's going to take time, and especially, I mean, they have to treat every tip as if it's serious. I mean, and FBI, local law enforcement have been getting thousands of calls a day. So you can only imagine how much material and information is coming through this.
Yeah, we know that FBI Director Kash Patel says they want to talk to anyone who could potentially be involved in this case. But you mentioned the number of tips coming in right now. We know that this is a massive national interest we're seeing in this case. But to your point, the Pima County Sheriff's Department alone has received 17,000 tips, and the FBI says it's received 13,000 tips. I mean, when you combine local and federal investigators, we're talking over 30,000 tips rather that investigators are now going through. That is gonna take some time.
Yeah, coming in from all over the country, I would imagine, and the world. All right, Carolyn Elliott, thank you.
More on that to come for sure.
Thank you.
On to this now. A legal battle is heating up in the investigation involving singer David Burke and the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose body was found in a car registered to the singer. TMZ now reporting prosecutors are pushing for testimony from his parents and brother before a California grand jury. Marla Tejas spoke to TMZ about this development.
David's family is doing everything that it can to not appear before the grand jury. What do we make of this?
According to the documents that we got, what they are saying is the affidavit that you presented to us is heavily redacted, so we don't understand why we are even being called before the grand jury. How are we material to this case? What information is it you think we might have? So that's why they're fighting it. They've gone to an appeals court in Texas, and we will what the judge in the appeals court, what their ruling is on this. It seems to me that at some point his family is going to end up in front of this grand jury.
The appeals court has given a trial judge 10 days to respond as the grand jury investigation continues.
Looks like there will be no breakthrough in talks for a Homeland Security funding bill by tonight's midnight deadline. If no agreement is reached, TSA will stop paying its 63,000 workers who will still be required to man their checkpoints. FEMA and the Coast Guard will also get cut off. The last best hope for a DHS funding bill failed yesterday, blocked by Democrats who are holding out for changes in immigration enforcement and questions if a shutdown would have much of an impact.
Today's strong vote was a shot across the bow to Republicans. Democrats will not support a blank check for chaos.
There's absolutely no reason for workers to be furloughed because there's more than enough money to keep those organizations operating for the next couple of weeks.
But Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says it's just a matter of time before critical workers abandon their posts because they're not getting paid. It's possible Congress could come back early if there is a deal, but as it stands right now, they are off all of next week.
All right, coming up, Amanda's got your entertainment headlines after the break, including the brand new Wuthering Heights movie out in theaters now.
I gotta know what was making her tear up in the theaters yesterday, but first, let's get a check on traffic. Good morning.
Good morning, and yes, Good Day LA Traffic is sponsored by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. As we take a look at our wide traffic map here, just a few incidents, but our live cameras looking pretty good. This is actually on the northbound 15 at Sierra, looking like a nice day here, and good drive going up, maybe headed for the deserts, up into the mountains. Looks like a good speed there. If you're headed to the west side, headed to the 10, between the 5 to the 405, 25 minutes there coming out of downtown towards Santa Monica. North 110 between the 405 to the 10, 19 minutes, and it's just 31 minutes there on the west 60 between the 57 to the 5. Here's some other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DTLA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
Hi.
Hi.
Good thing
Don't we have some conversation?
We were talking about Jacob Elordi.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, I need to know everything.
Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Okay, we're back at it.
Yes.
Welcome back to Good Day LA. Today is Valentine's Day. Cheers, my girls.
Cheers to my gals.
So can we sip the tea and spill the tea?
Please.
Because if you want to head on out with your besties and a box of tissues and chocolate, whether you are single or in a relationship, Wuthering Heights is in theaters now, starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi.
Take a wife.
A wife? What wife?
Heathcliff. You're not enough. Not for her.
Oh, Be Still, My Romance Novel Heart, directed by Emerald Fennell and based on, but not exactly like, the best-selling book by Emily Bronte. It's sad, it's sexy, it's saxy. Saxy.
New word.
It's a new word. It's 2 hours and 16 minutes of yearning. I'm sorry. I totally lost it. And yes, crying as well. You know, I bought a ticket to the matinee showing yesterday. I got myself the kid-sized popcorn. I went by myself to 3 p.m. showing. This is before the movie. I'm like, all right, let's see. Oh, that was me right after. I did have a tissue in my purse. My husband actually offered to go with me, but the later showings didn't have 2 seats together except for the very front rows.
Now, is it a movie that you see with your husband?
You know, I'm okay that he wasn't there. I'm all right that he wasn't there. You know, a viewer said to me, why is your hair more puffy after the movie? And I want to say, first of all, we don't say puffy. And secondly, maybe because it was so steamy in there, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe it was the air.
Okay, so but what was making you cry, though?
It's this, okay, I don't want to give anything away, so I'm going to do, because I'm going to give my full review at 11, but I will give you a mini one because you're not going to be in the 11.
Did someone die? Oh, my God.
Okay.
You know what? Whatever. Oh,
yes.
Don't.
These are also 2 toxic people in this movie that are playing with each other's hearts until it gets real. And then by then, maybe it's too late. So if you
cat and mouse game.
If you are getting anything from this movie, it is don't play games with people's hearts and don't play games with your own heart. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Yes, don't play with other people's hearts because that is the most valuable thing someone has is their feelings for you and time.
And oh lordy, Jacob Elordi.
Again, I'm gonna black out, so so yeah, I would recommend seeing this movie. I gave my husband a big hug when I got home.
Aw, that's very sweet.
It makes you really love someone extra. Speaking of, it's that time of year again where you share your sweetheart, and we have a lot of romantic viewers. I want to give a shout out to Jamie and Ernie. The couple met almost a decade ago on Match.com.
Heck yeah.
They were actually both married to other people. They were both married to other people and divorced. And Jamie says that
important detail, right?
Yeah. Jamie says that she was about to give up on the website when she was finally introduced to Ernie. She was the first person that he dated on Match and the last. Jamie says that the two have a ton of similar interests, and here they are. They were together with their 5-year-old son, Axel.
Cute.
I know. They went to Disneyland for the first time this past weekend. They had a great time.
Yay!
Wuthering Heights, not for children, by the way. So if you're going out with the family for Valentine's Day, that's not the movie.
Keep the kids at home.
You keep the kids at home.
All right. We'll be right back.
Just show Jacob Elordi one more time.
Please do. No? In our minds.
Okay.
We'll talk about it more in the commercial.
And the 11. Happy Valentine's Day.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quabon. Good Day LA weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. We've got a gorgeous shot to show you here, but not so good on the traffic front here going into LAX. But people are trying to get out of town, maybe meeting their sweetheart just in time for tomorrow and Valentine's Day. 70 degrees is what we're expecting, by the way, tomorrow. Just a couple degrees cooler than today, but that's still pretty nice with high pressure still in control. High pressure is giving us a slight offshore flow. And that's what's helping to clear out the cloud cover and keep the storm away for, I would say, until Sunday. This is the storm we're watching next, okay? This is a cold, potent storm system that's originating from the Gulf of Alaska. So it is going to drop down the coast, bring a lot of rain for us, especially as we get into Monday night, Tuesday. And we've got a lot of snow expected in the Sierra Nevada, and for us, snow as well. And in terms of rain, 1 to 3 inches possible for the coast and valleys, upwards of 2 to 5 inches for the mountains and foothills as another system rolls in, just reinforcing more of that wet weather. So it's going to be cold as well. Up into the mountains, we're expecting quite a bit of snow for a local resort. 73 today for downtown LA. That is above the average. 55 degrees at this hour still in Riverside. Lots of sunshine with those daytime highs in the 70s. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Maria. Okay, raise your hand if you have some single friends. Okay, well, guess what? Where do you think their best shot at finding love is?
Costco.
Costco's a good guess.
You know what? Trader Joe's.
Oh, yeah.
Also another good guess, but turns out it could be the airport.
Oh.
Yeah, according to a new survey from World Nomads, nearly 1 in 4 travelers who went on a date with someone they met while traveling, they say that they're actually still together. So let's get specific. What type of travel relationships last beyond in the air? Well, airport meet cutes are actually the top contender. So almost 50% say if they met at an airport, not on the plane, airport, they're still with that person today.
But what if they're going to different destinations?
Well, you got to go to the bar or the restaurant.
Yeah, but then you're like, bye, have a safe flight.
Well, just wait, there's more. 36% say it was, though, on the plane.
Okay.
13% say it was at the bar. And 11% say it was at the hotel.
Ew.
So why not give travel dating a try?
I can tell you one reason. That's how my friend met.
Yeah, we know that one.
We all know that story, don't we?
That was the exception.
That went south real quick.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking southwest.
We're not talking,
they weren't traveling south either.
Yeah.
The whole relationship went south.
Right.
Yeah.
Not up. Not up.
That kind of
It wasn't up,
yeah.
up. It was just
We're
away.
not talking Cabo, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo, it's time. It's almost time. Our good friend, Bob DeCastro, is picking up a new job title today. He's getting people married.
Oh my
goodness.
Live in the next hour, so stick around for those I do's.
Does he have something blue? Something old? Something borrowed? We need all of that.
Well, he's got And welcome to Good Day LA at 9:30. I'm Jen Lombers in this morning for Roxia.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Let's take a look at today's headlines. A heated exchange puts Culver City in the spotlight. Why some say the Attorney General's comments were way off the mark.
Plus, you could be sitting on thousands of dollars in unclaimed property without even realizing it. Brooke is joining us to explain how you can reunite with the funds you're owed.
And there's a lot going on this weekend for NBA All-Star Weekend. We'll check in with Coco for a look at what's happening today. But first, to check on weather.
And the weather looks really good today for Friday the 13th. It's sunny, dry. It's going to be warmer today and almost continuing the same really tomorrow with sunshine, and then things will change as we get into Sunday, into President's Day holiday, and much of next week. Actually, we're expecting quite a bit of impacts from several storms headed our way with rain, wind, mountain snow, and there's even a chance for some thunderstorms. But today we've got this area of high pressure that's going to dominate. We're going to have some light showers across the desert Southwest if you're headed there, but it's really that cold low that's in the Gulf of Alaska that's going to change things up as we get into Monday. Some light showers, I would say, late Sunday. The bulk of the rain will be coming in Monday to Tuesday with continued active weather through Wednesday and Thursday. So that's what we have to expect next week. Recently burned hillsides, you really do have to be extra aware of the potential for some mud and debris flows. Today, nice. Right now it's 58 degrees, lots of sunshine. High temperatures will range from 73 in downtown, 72 up towards Burbank, 70 in Santa Clarita, 75 Woodland Hills, to around 78 in Palm Springs. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Take a look at this wild video. The LA County Sheriff's Department went off-roading while chasing down a driver who they say stole a car. During the chase, the suspect drove into the LA riverbed where his hood popped up. The chase came to an end when the driver spun out near the 710 freeway and Rosemead Boulevard. The suspect tried to run and hide in some bushes there, but he was quickly arrested. No injuries were reported. Later today, former CNN host turned independent journalist Don Lemon is set to be arraigned in federal court in Minnesota. He was arrested for his alleged role in disrupting a service at a church where an ICE official was a pastor. Arraignments in federal court typically include the entering of pleas and scheduling of future proceedings. It remains to be seen if Lemon will appear in person or let his legal team handle the hearing. 4 other defendants were also indicted, are expected to be in court today as well.
Attorney General Pam Bondi is facing pushback after referencing Culver City during a heated congressional hearing over the Epstein files.
There are violent, dangerous people out here with real threats, and there are in your district. From your agency.
Her district includes Culver City, and she's not talking about any crime in her district.
Bondi made that comment while facing questions over the Justice Department's handling over redacted files related to the Epstein investigation. The exchange got the attention of Culver City leaders and locals, leading many to push back on the suggestion that the city is plagued with crime.
Are a very inclusive, welcoming city. We're home to TikTok, Pinterest, Apple Studios, Amazon Studios, Sony Studios. But I would say I'd like to define Culver City not by the number of corporations, but the sense of belonging and community.
The mayor says crime in the city was down nearly 10% in 2024, and in the third quarter of last year, it was down over 6%. Culver City residents we spoke to say Pam Bondi's focus should remain on the Epstein files and the investigation itself, and not on a city they describe as safe and inclusive.
Governor Gavin Newsom is expanding California's mortgage relief program for disaster survivors. Homeowners impacted by events due to last year's fires can now receive up to $100,000 in mortgage assistance for a full year. The previous cap was only 3 months. The program also broadens income eligibility, helping more families rebuild. Payments go directly to lenders and don't need to be repaid. If you'd like to apply, we have the link posted on the Fox Local app.
Hey, here's a question. Do you like money?
Of course.
I like money. Do you like money? Of
Yeah.
course. We all like money because the state of California might owe you some.
Brooke is here to explain why there could be cash waiting for you to grab. What's that all about?
Hey there, yeah. According to the California State Controller's Office, millions of people have unclaimed property sitting with the Controller's Office. I'm talking billions of dollars. February has been declared Unclaimed Property Month here in California. State Controller Malia Cohen says she wants you to know about this so they can reunite you with your funds. And get this, you can actually have money sitting waiting for you in other states too, not just California.
Every city that you've ever lived in, that you've ever worked in, that you've ever played in, it doesn't matter. In LA alone, around the LA market, we're talking about $6 billion. $6 billion. And what's interesting is it's not just individuals like you and I, but it's also businesses. It's a city, they're counties. I have been busy this last 3-4 years giving counties and cities money.
Okay, I know you're asking, how do I find out if I have any money out there? Okay, you guys ready? Okay. You go to claimit.ca.gov. Claimit.ca.
Claimit.gov.
Do you know I did this for the state of Pennsylvania a while back, and I had money.
Yeah.
So
I did in New York.
How do you claim it then?
You just go on the website, you put your information in. It's the state government website, and then they send it to you. And it's interesting because you think like, oh, I'm on top of things. I know. No, it's people who think they are on top of everything.
Yeah, but you have to fill out like a bunch of forms
it's
and
simple.
Then okay.
It's simple.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking right now.
Let's see. When I come
because
back out
it's true.
next hour,
like you don't even realize it. They don't tell you. They're not going to go out of their way to tell you that you've got money.
Yeah, she's trying. But yeah, you know, it'll be interesting. You'll be like, wait, where did this come from?
Right. I love it.
Sometimes you move apartments or something, and there will be a letter that came or a check that came,
or you
never know.
overpay for things. And they just take your money.
But God forbid you owe them something. They'll hunt you down.
Yes, they will. Yeah. They'll call your mom. They'll call,
Okay.
All right, Brooke, thank you. President Trump has pardoned 5 former NFL players with past criminal convictions. The pardons were announced for Joe Klecko, Nate Newton, Jamal Lewis, Travis Henry, and the late Billy Cannon. The athletes were convicted in several cases ranging from drug trafficking, perjury, and counterfeiting. The White House pardon czar, Alice Marie Johnson, praised the move, calling it a second chance. The Trump administration has not said why these players were chosen for the pardons.
Meantime, after a poorly received Super Bowl ad, Ring is calling off its partnership with a police surveillance tech company. The Amazon-owned company is no longer working with Flock Safety. The split comes after Ring ran an ad during the Super Bowl highlighting its search party feature, which uses artificial intelligence to scan neighborhoods in situations like finding lost pets. The ad immediately raised privacy concerns. Ring says it determined that the partnership would need more time and resources than expected.
A breakthrough in the medical field this morning. Canadian scientists have developed magnetic micro-robots that can help dissolve kidney stones in just days. Researchers at the University of Waterloo say the grain of rice-sized strips are guided by magnets and release an enzyme that shrinks uric acid stones by about 30% in 5 days.
Wow.
The remaining fragments can then pass naturally, potentially eliminating the need for surgery. Researchers say the next step is testing it on humans.
Interesting. Okay. So as GLP-1 weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy continue to grow in popularity, so does the list of possible side effects. Among the most surprising, scurvy. It's a rare disease caused by vitamin C deficiency, once common among sailors and pirates on long journeys at sea. So how is this possible? Well, the GLP-1 medications can limit your appetite to the point where you're not eating enough essential foods like fresh fruit and vegetables. Experts say it takes at least a month with little to no vitamin C for scurvy to develop. It can cause symptoms like anemia, bloody gums, poor wound healing, bruising. So for people using weight loss drugs, make sure to introduce vitamin C to your diet, whether that's in food or pill form. Obviously, food's better. Right. But if you're not getting it, then start taking your vitamins.
Take your
That's what they're there for.
That's right.
Okay, so NBA All-Star Weekend festivities are taking over Los Angeles.
This is so exciting. Coco McAvoy live in downtown LA with a preview of NBA crossover. I saw your crossover with the ball, Coco.
Thank you. You know, I was telling them I'm more of a volleyball player, but I dabble a little bit with basketball, so I'm glad you appreciated that. It is electric in here at the LA Convention Center. This is part of the programming for the Junior NBA and WNBA. You're taking a look at the Atlanta Hawks mascot, who is Harry the Hawk. He's been interacting with these kids. These kids are from LAUSD, and they're so excited to be here because they're surrounded by not only NBA and WNBA legends, but they're also getting the opportunity to really enjoy a love for the game as well. So they're having tons of people come out to speak with the children as well. You can see another person has been introduced here to the court. And, you know, we've been speaking with people here who say it's all about the kids. It's so important to make sure that they're having the opportunities to also enjoy NBA All-Star Weekend. NBA crossovers also happening here at the Convention Center starting at 2 o'clock today. That's going to have lots to offer as well. But for now, I do want you to hear from David, who is the head of youth basketball development.
We are part of the Junior NBA, Junior WNBA youth basketball experience here at LA Convention Center. We'll have 1,000 kids over the course of the day participating in clinics, getting a chance to interact with some of the legends of our sport as well as some current All-Stars.
And what does it mean to you and to the coaches to be part of this?
Oh, it's amazing. We're in a community here in Los Angeles that loves basketball. It's passionate for the sport. It's part of the community. And so to come as part of All-Star and give kids an opportunity to participate and to see some of the legends of the game is a pretty special experience.
Definitely a special experience. And right now, walking to the court is Danny Green. We actually had the opportunity to speak with him. You'll hear from him in the next hour, but he is a former NBA player who has won several championship rings as well. He's standing next to Anthony Gill, who is also an NBA player with the Washington Wizards. So lots of people available to speak with the kids. Truly going to be an amazing experience for them. I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Coco. We've got a furry friend in studio, so you know my attention is over there. We're going to introduce you soon. But when former Dodger Adrian Gonzalez founded El Titan Group, the mission was always rooted in giving back. And this weekend, heart-shaped pizzas for a cause, benefiting an organization I'm a fan of, Wags and Walks. Adrian, you're here now. Happy Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
Showing us the love through the stomach, huh?
Through the stomach, yeah, through the great pizzas and the heart shapes. You know, Valentine's Day and a great partnership with Wags and Walks, so we can give back to the community and really get back to, you know, our love puppies and dogs that are, you know, needing of a home.
I know. And look at this cute box here. I want to show this one off. It has it has a pepperoni heart-shaped pizza, cheese, and the Nutella.
Yeah, the Nutella pizza is something that my daughters really wanted, and so because of them, we started, you know, having the Nutella pizza, you know, for those kids that love that sweet treat afterwards.
Of course.
But it's a perfect, you know, Valentine's Day.
It is.
You know, because you got the heart, you got the strawberries,
Yes.
you got the chocolate. What more could you want?
Really nothing. Maybe to help save some money and save a dog's life. So tell me about the deal going on.
So right now, starting today until Monday, we have a great partnership with Wags and Walks, where if you come in and you buy pizza, 40% of the proceeds go to Wags and Walks. So please come in, support the community, support our fellow dogs and our great dogs that we love. And
that's substantial. 40%. That's a lot of cash going towards a good cause, which brings me to Cash, 5 years old, buddy. Hi, Papas. Are you excited to be here? Yes. Okay, tell me about Cash, because I hear he was a favorite, and Wags and Walks literally saved his life because he was on the youth list.
Yeah, so Cash was on the youth list at one of our local shelters here in LA.
Aww.
And, you know, there's a lot of issues with overcrowding, and unfortunately, a lot of good dogs do wind up in that situation, and Cash was one of them. And luckily, we were there and able to give him a second chance, and he is now a favorite among staff and volunteers at Wags and Walks. He's really mellow. He's a mushy guy. He's so sweet, and he's ready to be adopted.
He almost looks like Petey from the Little Rascals.
He does.
And, right? Who would make a great home for Cash?
Really, anyone. Cash is a really adaptable guy. He can fit into any environment. He would do best as a solo pet in his forever home.
Okay.
But he's great with kids. He's great with all adults. He makes friends really easily. And even though he probably wouldn't do best living with another dog, he gets along with other dogs really great. So he definitely loves a dog friend, but he wants friends, not roommates. So
Right. Okay, friends, not roommates. You know what? Same, Cash.
Yeah.
Same. Oh, Adrian, thank you for doing
Thank
this.
you.
Delicious pizza, adorable doggos. What else do you need this weekend? You have to head over to Sliceria. Now, today through Sunday, you can get your heart-shaped pizzas, and you can support Wags and Walks. And if you have a Valentine where dogs mean a lot to them, like myself, this is the place to go, okay? Check them out at sliceria.com. Oh, group photo, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, Cash. Come on. Okay, look at the camera, Cash. You're going to see your future mommy and daddy.
There you go.
There we go.
Love it.
Come on. He's like, where's the pizza? There we go.
Good boy.
Give Cash is forever home this Valentine's Day. Oh, wagsandwalks.com. .org. Wagsandwalks.org. Thank you so much. Good boy. Good boy.
And we are looking at some really nice weather today, tomorrow. In fact, most of Sunday will be very nice as well. It's Sunday night into Monday when we start to see some of the light showers and then getting heavy through President's Day holiday into Tuesday. This is when we expect to see an inch or more, almost 2 inches of rain in Pasadena. So the bulk of the rain will come Monday into Tuesday with chances for some thunderstorms. And we are looking at very impressive rain totals here as we get through Wednesday and Thursday. So potentially we get 4 to 5 inches of rain for the mountains and foothills, 1 to 3 inches for the coast and valleys. And yes, we are expecting snow, 18 inches, maybe a foot to 2 feet possible for our local mountains here. So that would be good news for our resorts. In the meantime, 67 along our coast today with lots of sunshine. 73 for downtown LA today. Tomorrow for Valentine's Day, 70. And then we've got temperatures dropping into the 50s as we get to the holiday on Monday and into next week. Really active weather, unstable weather will continue. 75 for the valleys and the Inland Empire. The mountains, 49 degrees with That snow expected, I would say more like Monday night into Tuesday, as that snow level will drop by Tuesday into Wednesday down to potentially 4,000-foot levels. So that could impact cities like Running Springs, Lake Arrowhead as well. 78 for the low desert, with Palm Springs coming in at 80 degrees tomorrow. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. The Valentine's Day action is about to happen, right?
Yep.
Lovebirds getting ready for a special opportunity to tie the knot on the most romantic day of the year.
So first comes love, then comes marriage, but actually before all of that becomes Bob getting deputized. It's happening.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know who's more nervous, like the people who are getting married or me, who's going to be deputized, who's going to officiate a couple of weddings this morning. I just don't want to mess it up for everyone because I know this is their special day for all of eternity. So this is like go-to time at the OC Clerk Recorder's office. Some folks here getting their marriage licenses here. So yes, open for special hours as of tomorrow because of Valentine's Day. It lands on a Saturday. Arvin, Tiffany, Arvin, Tiffany, just wave hello. There's two couples over there. they're getting married over there. They say, you know, it's also the Lunar New Year. So actually today is a good day and a propitious day for them to get married. And they're going to tie the knot in just a few moments. It's kind of really special here. You go down to Laguna Hills, by the way, absolutely beautiful down there. And this is the sort of chapel that they officiate some of the weddings. And of course, I've got Hugh Wynn here, who is the county clerk recorder. Tell us a little bit more about what's happening this weekend. So you're expecting a lot of people, especially tomorrow.
Yeah, first we're excited to have you here, Bob.
Thank you.
To officiate some weddings. Yeah, we're very busy today. It's Friday the 13th, and some people feel it's a lucky day.
Yeah.
And we have over 200 appointments today. But tomorrow's the big day, Valentine's Day. We have over 330 appointments already.
Right.
And also we take walk-ins, and we're open tomorrow from 10 to 3.
Yeah, so it's special tomorrow because you're not normally open on a Saturday, and you do get those appointments filled up. But people can just walk in, and in a matter of minutes, they can pretty much get married, right?
Yeah, once they have their marriage license, they have to, our staff have to process the marriage license, and then they'll do the ceremony. But yeah, we're ready to go. It's the most romantic day at the County Clerk Recorder's office.
This is going to be fun for you.
It's a lot of fun. Our staff do such an amazing job making a special day for everyone.
Okay, special day for me because you're going to do the honors here and deputize me to be able to officiate one of these weddings.
That's right.
If you dare.
It's official.
Let's do it.
All right. If you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Roberto de Castro.
I, Roberto de Castro.
Solemnly swear.
Solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
That I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance.
That I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion. And that I will well.
And that I will well.
And faithfully.
And faithfully.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
Upon which I am about to enter.
Upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Perform some ceremonies now.
All right. So really exciting. People are out there waiting, obviously, to get married on the special day, as he said, Friday the 13th, or the Valentine's weekend, and a beautiful setting here. Look at this, beachside at the Laguna Hills.
Nobody would even know.
Civic Center here. No one even know, right?
Look at that.
So that's coming up. In a couple of hours.
But do you know what to say? I know you took the oath now, but what are you going to say to people? You can't mess this up. Did they give you a script? Right? Yeah. Is there a teleprompter?
He said I will.
Just wing it.
Practice this.
He'll have you practice.
We're going to practice.
Okay,
good.
We're going to practice.
Oh my, those vows were serious, Bob. Jeez, it's like either you're getting drafted or you're going to go marry someone.
I was telling them that it's this I was saying it's the same oath you get when you join the service.
That's right.
So I was like, I don't really want to go back now. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm too old for that.
To discharge the duties of the oh my gosh.
Protect the Constitution against foreign enemies and domestic.
Yeah.
Wow, Bob. We're trusting in you.
But if you want, anyone out there that wants to get married, the message here is you can tomorrow. There are walk-in appointments, so you can do it lickety-split.
That's right. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see this happen. This is great. This is great. Okay, thank you, Bob.
It's gonna be fun.
Wait.
Brother Bob, next time we see you, you're gonna be getting someone hitched.
He's gonna get married, or he's marrying people. That is.
No, I'm not.
Oops, that was a slip. That was a slip. All right. Well, last hour we asked you one of these must go. This is our poll question of the day. So Valentine's Day edition. Which one of these must go?
Yikes! It's still the candy.
Flowers, jewelry, or fancy dinner? What
do y'all have against candy, huh? Okay, so coming up next at 10, a remarkable find inside a 19th century mansion in New York City. Preservationists find a hidden entrance to an actual stop on the Underground Railroad.
Plus, McDonald's announces the return date for the Shamrock Shake. And if that's not enough, there'll also be a Shamrock McFlurry. McFlurry.
In all fairness, today is Furry Friday.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. McFlurry. I like the Shamrock Shake.
Me too.
So good. Good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA at 10 o'clock on this Friday. Here are some of the stories we're following for you right now.
Happening right now in downtown Los Angeles, the unveiling of the Lost Screen Memorial, an art installation featuring 50 large cell phones with the faces of 50 young people who died, their parents say because they were addicted to social media.
And we have some very nice weather for us today, tomorrow. Today's Friday the 13th, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and then Monday we've got President's Day holiday. So we got a lot of stuff going on. The important thing to note is today and tomorrow. I'll be back with all the details.
All right, we begin with the search for Nancy Guthrie as the FBI releases a more detailed description of the suspect. It comes as the Pima County Sheriff pushes back on reports that his department is blocking evidence from the FBI.
We have Fox News reporter Caroline Elliott in Tucson now. With the latest, Caroline, we understand that Fox just talked to the Pima County Sheriff?
Yeah, Jen, Sandra, we're now reviewing this information in the last couple of minutes here, but we just got word that our correspondent, Matt Finn, just talked to the Pima County Sheriff here for the first time in about a week. Again, we know that the sheriff here has not done any kind of press conference here since last Thursday, but now getting a little bit more insight into this investigation. We know there's been some reporting of a little bit of drama behind the scenes between the FBI and the local sheriff here, but the sheriff now going on the record saying that the sheriff's department is willing to work with the feds in this case. We also know that there's been a lot of different reporting about a glove that was found inside Nancy Guthrie's home. The sheriff now going on the record saying that he doesn't know what glove he was talking about. We'll just read a verbatim quote from that saying, he said, "We have no glove. We never found a glove on that property." So again, a lot of preliminary information we're now working through, but what is clear is it looks like local sheriff and the FBI are not on the same page here. We know that investigators are going through thousands of tips at this point, but again, now day 13, and we still do not have a suspect in this case.
We know there was a glove that was found, and this was according to I believe the New York Post. A New York Post reporter saw an investigator pick up a glove about 1.5 miles away from Nancy Guthrie's home. Is this the same glove they're talking about?
Okay, so two different gloves we're talking about here. We know earlier this week, the New York Post was reporting that a black glove was found about 1 mile away from Nancy Guthrie's home. And there were some questions about if it was the same black glove that that person was wearing in that surveillance video that was pushed out by the FBI. But again, last night, new reporting came out that there was a glove found inside the home. So again, two different gloves here, but we're still working to sort through all this information.
There's so much information to sort through as new developments come to light, and I just really feel for the family because you look at this investigation in total and you see all the moving parts, and you wonder, you know, are they talking to each other? Are they cooperating? Are they in sync? And it's frustrating to hear that that may be in question, whether the two entities, the FBI and the Sheriff's Department, are really working together and if they're on the same page.
Potentially from a suspect in the house, not only is that a key piece of evidence.
Yeah, you really have to feel for the family in this case. We know, of course, that the Guthrie family has posted multiple times in this case and, you know, publicly having a positive attitude, saying that they believe their mother is still alive and asking if she could come back home. But again, you do wonder if behind the scenes there's some frustration with how this investigation is being handled. One other thing I will note is when you look on social media, the amount of misinformation out there has to be frustrating for this family. I mean, we know this family wants their mother to come back home, but that misinformation out there is certainly not helping at all.
Well, Caroline, that's part and parcel of like the world that we're living in right now, and just the draw of true crime, and you have a story here that is true crime that's unfolding before everyone's eyes, and no one really knows how this is going to end. And so you have all these armchair detectives at home weighing in, theorizing as to what happened to this poor woman. I think that's why Savannah Guthrie put the video out that she did yesterday, reminding people that this is an 84-year-old mother, grandmother, and a person who's been missing now for going on 2 weeks.
opened it up to the public too quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to put a human face on this story. Like you said, this is an 84-year-old mother and grandmother who needs her daily medication as well as her pacemaker. So again, just humanizing this story a little bit could really go a long way. But you mentioned also just the public interest in this case. We know there's just massive national interest, if not even global interest in this case at this point. A lot of people want her to come back home, but we know that investigators alone between locals and the federal investigators